Sit down and give some time to this unique landscape on a ridge in North Eagle River. When Master Gardener Teresa had a new home constructed in Eagle River, the project came with the opportunity to create a new landscape, possibly her 13th. This is a great first look at a young landscape Teresa dug in May 2019. When she moved into her new home, the landscape looked like this lot next door, typical black spruce and birch boreal stand with a few willow mixed in. Because the woods were left so close to the house with only one large step down, Teresa felt claustrophobic. After consulting with the fire department as part of their Firewise program, Teresa knew she had to remove some of the spruce. Teresa hired Green Acres Landscaping to bring her vision to life. They discussed the spruce and decided together to remove all of them. John and Green Acres helped Teresa solve the problem of backyard transition. Not only did she remove a potential fire hazard, sunlight fills the yard, lighting up the birch, and their small tufts on top will soon fill down the trunks. Friends advised her not to plant mountain ash because she would have moose grazing them all the time. With a fence installed, John told her planting some in the backyard was not a problem. She enjoys their fall color. Teresa did not want to remove all of the wild. She appreciates its value and works to encourage remaining native plants in her yard. There are healthy stands of Labrador tea, lowbush cranberry, and a few often overlooked timberberries. She has added blueberries and lupine. Here's a lesson from nature. Teresa planted wildflower seeds along the fence last year and they did not sprout. She was thrilled to see them coming up this year. Some wildflowers need to go through winter before coming to life. Some are developing their roots and rosettes over winter, so don't despair. She now walks out the back to her little piece of heaven on earth. A patch of flowers at one end is a memento from her son's wedding last year. Teresa always plants a vegetable garden at her homes. John created beds high enough to work in without much bending over. Here, peas thrive. She says, nothing like being able to walk outside and graze. Teresa used an app called Plant Snap to identify these granny cap columbine. She doesn't remember how the flowers got into the garden, but they sure are fun. And she captured their essence beautifully last year. You heard correct earlier. Teresa, a retired Marine and educator, has moved many times throughout her life. As a child when she gardened with her mother, and dozens of houses and apartments as an adult. At each new home, she creates a personalized landscape. These earth boxes are watered through the pipe, and if they are overwatered, the water flows out the bottom. They are designed to keep tomatoes evenly moist. And they're on wheels, easy moving. She created her own trellis with PVC piping. A sunflower volunteer joins the herbs in this earth box. This is her second round of peonies. 2 didn't survive last year, but these look happy. Aerated, lightweight, and easy-to-use compost containers were a perfect find for Teresa at this home. She has one for food and leaves and one for larger items. Teresa says she has spent hundreds of dollars in compost bins over the years and left them behind at past properties. This style is quite economical because it is easy to ship. The perforated sheets clip together with tabs. The user can size the bin to their needs. Multiple sheets can be tabbed together to make a large bin. The user can undo the structure, move it over, reassemble, reload the contents, and presto, compost turn. Gardeners, this has to be the coolest new tool for our gardens. And now for something completely different. I know you've been biding your time to see what those funny mounds were in the front yard. Teresa's HOA requires homeowners to landscape their property. From rehabilitating overused lands to creating sensory-pleasing landscapes, Teresa maximizes her spaces for unique purposes. John at Green Acres formalized a plan Teresa had sketched out. When Teresa creates new gardens, she has 2 primary requirements. They either have to be edible or smell good. John found a solution for this sunny corner, and wow, is it going to be stunning and unique. John planted 400 thyme plants, all the same variety, all from 4-inch pots. She doesn't remember all of the varieties, and commented she learned from other Master Gardener videos the benefits of plant labels. John most likely planted creeping thyme, a common variety grown in rock gardens in Alaska. One could possibly be elfin thyme. Many are red thyme and woolly thyme. It may seem like a stark landscape to the uninitiated, but on closer inspection, it is alive with activity. Thyme is well known for being an excellent honeybee nectar source. When asked if she selected plants for color palette, she laughed. It just worked out that way. She wanted several different colors, but John could not get different colors. But these plants are all usable in one way or another, and they are fragrant. However, there is an abundance of the pink look. The roses, which are luxuriously fragrant, thyme, dianthus, and lilac. Teresa added red thyme and woolly thyme she purchased at the end of season last year on sale. She thinks the ones added last fall are going fast. If not for the health emergency this summer, she would be scouring garden centers all summer buying up more woolly and red thyme to keep filling in. Because, like all gardeners, she wants acres covered now. The mounds of thyme look like sunstars sprawling across the seafloor. Octopus arms of woolly thyme was a 4-inch pot planted last fall. She thinks woolly is the fastest grower. There are hundreds of varieties of thyme, a member of the mint family. All thyme is safe for use as food, tea, and medicine. Not all are easy to harvest, especially these low-growing types. Thyme loves the sun and good drainage. Who doesn't? It does not like to sit in wet spots. Teresa is outside often weeding this year since she is now working from home. She uses a hula hoe 2 or 3 times a week. It is a perfect tool for weeding in these open spaces. Hula hoes also work great for gravel walkways. After being concerned they weren't growing much last year, Teresa realized the thyme plants needed time to become established. She has noticed rapid growth this year, and from the looks of them, they are quite healthy and vigorous, providing excellent forage for honeybees and native bumblebees. Last year with the new planting, she was watering all the time. But the ultimate goal of this landscape is low water demands and no doting over it like turf would require. This year, weather conditions have been perfect for the thyme. Very little additional watering. She does not own a lawnmower and didn't want to buy one, and knows in Alaska lawns require a lot of maintenance. She loves her thyme because it smells good. She can walk on it and not hurt it. It doesn't need a lawnmower, and it's a bee habitat. She says, "I don't know a downside." By the way, you really don't want to walk on it during pollinator season. She planted pansies last year, and they have reseeded themselves and are happy everywhere. Some clumps around trees and the bird bath are surprisingly large. She may relocate them to open spaces. She planted a juga in the tree shade to cover ground fast. Sometimes the mounds resemble amoebas, sprawling to encompass their prey. Little Johnny jump-ups impressed Teresa with their ability to push up through the center of thyme. Last year she planted crocus and snowdrops, however many of them were pushed up through the soil in the frost heaving, so they did not perform. For those wanting to plant bulbs this fall, be aware of depth requirements and mulch over planting areas to help control frost problems. Pretty pink lilacs line the driveway, softening the edge of the property. Would you say she is lucky to get to create so many new habitats? After receiving a grant to plant 250 trees and shrubs on her favorite project in Wyoming, taking the Master Gardener course in South Dakota, and now taking the Gardener course here in Alaska, Teresa is ready to settle in one home where she can see her landscape grow to maturity. let's wish her the best of time in that place.